Um, so, hello, Carol. I'm happy to have you back in the office today. I just wanted to start off by talking about some of the physical impacts or symptoms you've been having from after seeing the terrorist attacks.
Well, I've been feeling frightened a lot. My body kind of overcomes with sweat. I have rapid breathing problems, heart palpitations, jumpiness, um, ever since the terror attack.
Okay, okay. This.
Um, I have
Mhm.
trouble sleeping and eating most of the time. Don't really have an appetite. And when I relax to breathe, I feel sometimes like I'm choking. Okay, I don't know if you can relate to that. Like choking from like smoke or something. The same thing when I put food in my mouth, I don't want to choke. Concentrating. I have muscle spasms, lower back pains, migraines. Even my sinuses hurt sometimes. The pressure from that. Um, these symptoms pretty much occur um, 3, 4 times a week. I pretty much get these symptoms. Sometimes I feel like an event is about to happen, and often this is triggered by like loud darting sounds and noise, sirens that are like feel like it's in real life to me. And sometimes I get stressed when it comes. It overcomes me a lot.
Right.
One of the triggers is my body, trembles a lot. I can smell the burning in the ash and hear the people screaming. I can feel myself choke on fumes, and I cough, a lot, really, until I just feel like I'm just choking. Like I did that day, the ash blew in my mouth. Okay, I feel like my body is on high alert. Okay, like anything might happen. I can tell myself it's okay, but my body doesn't buy it at all. Um, my muscles get tense, and it feels like a rush of adrenaline most of the time. And I don't feel like I'm pretty much getting that much better. After that traumatic event. I argue, I get this feeling, and once I struck my husband, when we had a disagreement about dinner, um, but because to me it really felt like a life or death situation. Sometimes I cannot feel whole areas of my body. I feel numb. Um, it isn't just like it's going away or anything,
Right. Right.
and it's like they aren't there.
Right.
Like my limbs aren't there or anything. Everything's just numb.
Right.
If you put something in my hand, I wouldn't be able to guess what it is without looking.
Right.
I can't really, we don't have that feeling. I couldn't differentiate the pressure from the shape or temperature. It's like my five senses and my internal sensors aren't really working together anymore,
Right. Right.
and that's pretty much what's going on with me.
And this we find that these symptoms are
Yeah.
common with people that have seen these. What about psychologically? How have you been affected by these things?
Well, emotionally, the symptoms I've been having, been experiencing a little disturbance, like my brain, like I really can't think as much. Can't really process a lot of things. You may ask me a question, and later on, I may not even remember what you asked me. Working, I can't really work that much, because I start hearing noises and getting these little flashbacks a lot of the times. Um, the stress is like overwhelming for me, you know, and just death, anything that those type of things really bring on more stress
Right.
for me psychologically.
Right.
People look at me and you know they they look at me like something's wrong, but I pretty much know, that they, I may be going through something and don't even know it.
Right. Right.
Oftentimes, I feel like I'm dysfunctional. I don't have the energy. I don't have the strength. I can't think straight. I can't think long term anymore. Just trying to balance life, at home and at work. It just doesn't work anymore.
Right.
Just my mental status. I just feel tired mentally most of the time. A lot of stress, and pretty much that's what I go through on a daily basis.
Well, thank you for
I just don't want to I just want to be normal again. That's pretty much it.
Understandable.
Pretty much normal.
Right. Well, thank you for feeling comfortable with sharing that with me, and we will definitely, start to use treatment to help you with those symptoms, to ease those symptoms. All right.
Okay. So, how are you emotionally?
So,
are we switching roles?
Emotionally, ever since everything has really happened, I've just felt very anxious and sad about everything. I find myself crying more and more when I think about it. Or I walked in the room the other day and Mom had the TV on and the news was talking about 9/11, and it just brought back a rush of emotions, of sadness and hostility and anger. I didn't really know how to deal with it. I was kind of, confused. I remember right when the incident happened, I was just filled with this feeling of grief, but also a little bit of like relief. I kind of felt bad because, my immediate family wasn't hurt, but I do know people that, my friend's family that was hurt. So I was really, confused by that feeling because it was grief and relief at the same time, because everybody in my household was okay. But I noticed that I didn't want to go anywhere without my mom. I didn't want her to go to work. I didn't want to go to school. I was scared that something would happen. I was scared that it would happen again. I just kept seeing it on the news over and over again. And I got scared that, if I went to school, something could happen like that. Or, sometimes when I hear loud noises in the lunchroom, I jump and I get really scared. I also have noticed I've been a little distracted and very angry. I've been fighting with my siblings so much more. I don't know where it's coming from at all. I've been really hostile to my teachers. I've been really tired, and this is making me, I feel like, not even want to go to school and get more emotional. I haven't really been able to sleep often. So it's just been like my emotions have really been everywhere, and I've been really anxious to just do different things and go different places.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
And then
and physically, you've been okay?
Socially, I haven't been able to do much. Because I've been like, I don't want my friends to see me upset and sad or crying all the time. So I've been withdrawing myself from things. I don't really want to go outside at all. Like, I'm scared that if I go outside, the same thing's gonna happen and I'm gonna be closer to it. Or, when I hear loud noises, I get really scared. So that's preventing me from going to like concerts. My friends went to a concert the other day and I did not want to go because I knew it was just going to be too much. So many people. I think about what could happen. I have just been feeling just really depressed too, which has been keeping me in the house. And I haven't been really making it to school often, so I'm not making it to a lot of the events. And my friends feel like I don't want to be around them, but it's kind of hard for me to talk about, what's going on. So I just kind of just been in my room and not really around my friends or even my family. So I've noticed that like my bonds with everybody aren't as strong as they used to be. Um, and like I said, like going outside for me has been really hard. So I haven't been able to socialize as much or engage in all the activities that I used to engage in. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much how I've been feeling.
So when your friends ask you, why are you not coming out, what is your answer to them?
I just tell them that I have stuff to do. I don't really tell them what's going on.
Okay. And you think it's just not healthy enough to talk to them, any of your friends about it? You don't feel close to anybody?
I feel close to my mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she gives you good advice
Yeah.
from the stomach? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Stop.